Okay, so I've had 3 conversations about this book this week alone. I've had many more conversations about this book. I actually convinced somebody last night or night before last over drinks to order it on Amazon immediately. So this is Knee Ability Zero by Ben Patrick, Knees Over Toes guy on Instagram. Incredible program backed by science, very old science too. It's not just super modern type stuff. It's old proven techniques used to get people out of knee pain. Okay, so highly recommend doing it. I'm going to show you 2 of the exercises because, again, I'm having this conversation all the time, and this is what I would tell somebody on the street if they said, what should I do? First and foremost, buy the book, pay for the program, do it that way. But this is what I advise for my people to do out of the book, right? So these are the things that I'm including in their programming, okay? 1 is going to be backwards walking, right? So if you have knee pain, this is the number 1 thing that you should be doing to help reduce that knee pain. So you're just gonna take a backward step, very small step, right? As long as the knee is over the toe, and basically anytime you step backwards, it's gonna be there, right? You don't wanna move in pain, you wanna make sure you're in a safe area. So if you were to fall, you would be safe. I'm gonna do a video on falling, by the way, very soon. So small steps like this, and then just accumulate 10 minutes of that, either every day or at least 3 days a week. And that's step 1, right? So do that. 2 is gonna be the split squat, right? So I got a guy that is doing some pistol work in his programming, pistol squats, by the way, and he's having a little bit of knee pain. So we're gonna pivot to this exercise, and you're gonna see that it is very, very, very similar in a lot of ways to the pistol squat, and it's gonna be a little bit more knee friendly, okay? So the split squat, as described in this book, and then the variation that I like, is you get in a split position, and then I'm gonna take this knee way over the toe, right? I'm gonna adjust so that I can go very, very, very low, and then this front heel will lift, and I'm fully extended here, and then come back up, right? I would accumulate, it could be anywhere from 1 to 5 is what I like on this exercise, and then we would do, 3 to 5 sets of that per leg, right? Ideally more, especially if you have one knee that's more painful than the other, you would do more sets on that side, right? So if I got a left knee that's really bad, might do 3 sets of 5. Right knee's a little bit better, it would be 2 sets of 5. Now, I understand that is an extreme position. Most people can't get into that. So this chair's wobbly, by the way, don't do this at home. So I stand here, take the knee forward. Can't really see my heel here, but the goal is to go forward until the heel lifts, right? So I'm here, push forward, my heel lifts, and then I come back, right? And most people can do some variation of this, right? If you have an issue getting your foot up on a chair, you might use support somewhere else, or even put your foot on a lower level, like say a stack of yoga blocks here. So if you're in pretty bad shape, you could do this, maybe another support on the other side, and just push the knee forward here, right? So if you can't get your foot up all the way, this is still a way for you to get this range of motion that's so necessary to get all of the synovial fluid in your knee. You need to take the knee into this extreme range of motion for knee pain. But what this also does is it works all of the similar muscle groups that we need in the pistol, and I believe it to be a little bit more knee friendly. The thing about the pistol squat is when this leg is up and I'm squatting down in a pistol squat, it's a very intense quad contraction, causing these muscles to get super duper tight. So after a while of training the pistol squat, which is a fabulous exercise to train still, those muscles can get super tight. So doing things like couch stretching or any type of quad rectus femoris stretch is great, but another thing you can do is simply the split squat variation, because the opposite muscle is getting length, or the opposite leg rather, is getting length in the areas that are getting worked on the other side, right? So I believe it to be a way of almost kind of deloading and maintaining your pistol ability. That in conjunction with single leg deadlifts and things like that to build the glute and hamstring and all that, right? So long story short, right? Buy the book, it's incredible, it works. You can try to get the free stuff online if you want, but if you just pay it, I think this is like $22, don't quote me on that, but get it used for like 18 probably. Absolutely worth your money, especially if you're in pain. If you're in pain, it's like taking your pill, right? You got to take a vitamin or whatever, then 10 minutes of backwards walking, 5 minutes of single leg squats 3 days a week. If it's gonna get you out of knee pain, then it's gonna be worth your time, right? All right.